Hello and welcome to this video. I'm going to talk about Sarah Fuller, Vanderbilt's kicker, who made history this weekend by being the first woman to play in a Power 5 college football game. Historic event. Let's start with some information about the game, some stats. Well, Vanderbilt didn't get in field goal range in the first half, not giving her a chance to kick a field goal. Vanderbilt didn't get in field goal range in the second half either. Vanderbilt didn't score a touchdown, so she couldn't kick an extra kick. But she was going to kick um, the kickoff for the second half as Missouri as Vanderbilt received in the first half. They were going to kick off in the second half. Sarah Fuller received the order, "Hey Sarah, go do it, go do your thing, go kick it," and she did. And hey, first of all, nothing against Sarah. Okay, she was trying. I mean, she was just being ambitious and trying to break barriers and all that stuff. Okay, nothing against her. Well, maybe a little bit, but anyway, the fault here is more about the coaches, Vanderbilt, the culture of Vanderbilt college football, and well, they didn't even tell her to kick the field goal. I mean, to kick the uh, the kickoff for the second half. They didn't tell her to do it in a normal fashion, like just kick it, trying to get to the end zone or try to get to the 10, the 5, or try to get far. No, they told her kick a squib kick, make it travel 30 yards diagonally towards the sideline, and so they could avoid a possible return for a touchdown or a possible a possible chance that they had to tackle the returner in the case that he will have a successful return. Um, well, it's kind of sad because in Vanderbilt football, yes, they made a fool out of themselves. It was embarrassing, and it was disrespectful towards college football. If you don't know, the result of this game was Missouri 41 and Vanderbilt 0. So it was an absolute blowout. I watched the game. I was almost a full game, and I mean Missouri just mopped the floor with Vanderbilt. Missouri destroyed Vanderbilt in every aspect of the game, and I mean, instead of talking about how well Missouri played or how bad Vanderbilt played, every everyone online, everything that was being talked about was Sarah Fuller making history, woman empowerment, and beauty signaling. And yeah, as I said, I think that this is disrespectful to college football from Vanderbilt's part. Why? I mean, it's just virtue signaling. They were just kick the field goal. I mean, kick. Hey, you're a girl. You're going to kick. It's gonna be great. Wow, amazing. In a sport of men, in a sport of strong men, dedicated men, passionate men. Kick it. It's going to be great. And what I find disrespectful here, or most disrespectful here, is Vanderbilt football. It seems, and it not only seems, but it is apparent and it is clear that their objective in that game was to make history that way, the way that they did with Sarah Fuller kicking. And it looks like they had very little or no interest in winning the game, actually. Or even, I mean, not just winning the game, even being competitive, or not just even being competitive, but avoiding an absolute embarrassment of their football program. Embarrassing their history, Vanderbilt football, embarrassing their players, which didn't seem too embarrassed, embarrassing their university. I mean, they probably are not embarrassing their university because they probably support that. You know what? Maybe they don't. I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe some do. Maybe some don't. But at least the coach or the coaching staff were disrespectful, and a lot of the players too. A lot of the players were complicit with it because they had the same mentality. You could see in the sidelines, they were so happy that she made history. They were smiling, they were just joyful, they were cheering, they were happy, they were fist bump. Hey Sarah, great job, great job. We won this game. We just won this game, and they just won on the scoreboard, but we actually won this game emotionally, and we won this game. Justice won in this game. That's what their college football players were thinking too. Probably not all, but a lot, and I would say most. By what I saw in the sidelines, they were smiling, they were laughing. At the end of the game, 41-0, they couldn't even get in field goal range. That is embarrassing for any college football program, every football team. They were happy. They were happy. It's an embarrassment. That should not happen in college football at all. And it is an embarrassment and disrespect by Vanderbilt's part to college football. But at least justice was served. I mean, you cannot do the thing, right? But at least some justice was served, and they fired the coach. Looks like he had all to do with it, all to do with arranging the thing, right? And they fired him like a couple of days after the game happened. So hey, good for them. But I mean, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Shame on you. It's not that serious. Well, it's kind of serious, I would say. College football, it's kind of sacred in a way, bro. Don't mess with it by putting your virtue signaling, Justice Warrior, HJW, BS into it. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Never again.